May Gavanan, and welcome to the stream. My name is Talisian. There you are, and here I am. And today, on Fantasy Friday, we are doing Lord of the Rings Online. Now, for those of you who may or may not know, I have gone over and I'm going exclusively on Lord of the Rings Online for at least the next couple of months. The next few expansions, including Riders of Rohan and such, they found from their previous experience of doing legendary servers that not a lot of people stick around through the story. Now, I've actually already done on my previous server, Peregrine, which is now, Landreval, which is now Peregrine, excuse me. I've already actually gone all the way through Rohan and beyond. So I'm already well prepared and ready to go. But because of that, because of the compressed nature of the next few expansions, instead of the 3-month cycle, they're going to be doing a 1-month cycle. I'm going to go ahead and stick with just doing Lord of the Rings Online and taking a side break from Star Wars: The Old Republic. But while we're getting into game, and before we get started, I wanted to go ahead and share some news with you from the team. So first things first. The Extra Life Marathon is going to be tomorrow, November the 8th, and they're going to be streaming, the LOTRO stream team is going to be streaming from 7 a.m. Eastern through midnight Eastern. They'll be at twitch.tv/LOTRO stream, and they'll have such people as Little Red and B4, Winning Musings, Cordovan, Questing Dad, and Druid's Fire, as well as others who will be streaming all day long for Extra Life. Now, for those of you who may not know, Extra Life is a charitable organization that unites thousands of gamers around the world to play games and support their local Children's Miracle Network hospital. And on top of that, you can donate to the team through links on the main LOTRO website. And for every $10 that you donate, you will actually get incentives. There's a community loot list, titles, cosmetic items, mounts, musical instruments, pets, portrait frames, all available off of that list if you donate to Extra Life. The next thing is they're going to expand the bonus days this year. The bonus days for November are going to be all month long, and they're already starting off with a skirmish marks. Which I do believe, I have it right up here. Mark Acquisition Boost Weekend. And that's going to be starting November the 6th. They're going to be giving a Virtue XP bonus starting on the 13th, a Crafting XP bonus also on the 13th, Loot Box and Embers on the 20th, and bonus XP on the 26th. And all of those boosts will be running straight through until 3 a.m. on December the 1st. So take advantage of it. And also, they are bringing back the Spring Festival. They're going to start on November the 13th and going until December the 1st. So if you really like the Spring Festival, this is your chance to do it again. And lastly, we've got our weekly store sales. Housing decorations, housing sets, and cloaks through November the 13th. And there's actually a free violet dye. I'll go ahead and load up the store here real quick. The code is VIOLETSR. So if you put that in the redeem code down here, Violets are one word, and hit the big gift button. There you go. You get a free violet dye coupon. And also, we've got we're currently on LI Reward Track Season 15 and the 18th anniversary gift box. Which reminds me, I should probably check my LI list. Let's see, because I've actually been making some good progress on it. I can pick up the 65, the Incomparable Coffer of Umbari Heraldry. Contains a random legendary tracery and an Umbari Word of Heraldry recipe selection box. So we'll go ahead and claim that and put that into my storage until I'm ready for it. So I hope everyone is having a good day today. Happy Friday to everybody. It's a wonderful day today. Let me go ahead and get this in my shared storage so that I can use it. That goes there, and that goes there. There we go. So we are currently in the Great River Zone. Right now, we're working with some dwarves in Limelight Gorge who are trying to find their members so they can go ahead and work on their logging. And I guess I need to find three more of their members. So it's like Darfy has wandered off, Doldemund has vanished, and Gerfin has gone astray. And I need to help find him. So we'll start with Darfy.
Will you help me?
Darfy is the finest woodcutter I know. That dwarf could chop down an old oak in 5 minutes flat, I tell you. I sent Darfy out to survey some strands of old oak far to the northwest a bit. But that should not have taken but a little while, so I'm afraid something is holding him up. Maybe he spotted some ore up in the cliffs or such. But I need him back here so I can get his thoughts on our prospects of the gorge. Okay. And the next one is Dolman has vanished.
Will you stay and speak with me a moment?
My brother Dolman headed west some hours ago. He said he was going to head upriver toward the falls at the head of the gorge, looking to cut away any debris that might have fouled the sawmill's wheel once we get it up and running. Trouble is, I haven't heard from him since. It seems that even my own fool of a brother cannot be trusted on his own. Okay, we will go ahead and take care of that. And lastly, but not least, Gerfin has gone astray.
Come and stay.
Now Gerfin has gone as well. Can you believe it? These dwarves would lose track of their own heads if they were not stuck in place. Now I expect some orc or goblin would solve that problem for them in no time, and they did not have me to help guide them. Gerfin was heading to the north to look for some materials, but I need him back here to help get this place fixed up or we'll never get it running. Okay, so let's go see if I can find the other 3 dwarf members here so that I can get them into the sawmill. So let's get... Oh, and I also, as I always remember, every day is a hobbit's birthday, and every day we are the ones who get the presents. And today's present is 50 virtue XP and 2 gold piece worth of silver scraps. Money, 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 money. All right, so let me get buffed up here, and then we'll go ahead and head on out. There we go. And Slayer. Actually, I don't think I need it right now, do I? I have some extra skill in Slayer deeds. I just don't know what I'm working on currently in the Great River. Almost got Orc Slayer. Now, I'm working on Spiderlings, working on Easterlings. Okay. So let's see where we need to go on the map here. Looks like not too far away, so we'll go ahead and head this way. And just do that big loop around, and we'll take care of them. So we'll mount up on my boar. And let's head on over. Oh, looks like I found him trouble. I was not prepared for that stalking horn. And there's another one over there. Make sure there's not... Yep. And it looks like I got company right off the bat. A shadowy. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, we start off the day with 2 tattered shadows. And we should be kind of close to the first person we need to talk to, so we'll go ahead and start there. A menacing Huorn. Looks like he was blocking Dolmund. So we'll go ahead and talk to Dolmund real quick. Oh, hey, he's tied up. Woo, I almost lost my beard that time. When I get my hands on that brother of mine, there'll be a reckoning, I promise you. Okay, so Dolmund is now safe. So our next one is up this way. We'll see if we can avoid any more Huorns. There's a menacing one right there. That was a near thing indeed, my friends. Who'd have thought that a tree would be getting uppity with a dwarf? Alright, let's go ahead and rescue the last one. And there we go. That was a close one. The trees, they're alive. Tis every dwarf's worst nightmare come true. This cursed valley's no place for us. The trees, they're coming for us all. Alright, we'll leave that stalking horn alone. I took care of the menacing ones. Oh, looks like I'm being blocked here, maybe. No? Okay, good. Nope. How's my Heroes of Limelight Gorge rep? Yeah, I'm getting up there. And there's Dolmund. We'll talk to him real quick.
What do you need?
Can you believe this fool brother of mine? Stubborn as a stump and about half as bright, I would wager. We're trying to get this mess sorted out and keep our hides intact and go on as about this confounded sawmill. I prefer my trees to not be stomping around before I try to chop them, but he will just not hear a word that anyone's been saying. You need to help us talk some sense into him before something terrible happens. There's Darcy. Said Jantra, I suppose I should thank you for my timely rescue, but it might have been better off you had left me to my fate. I must now live with the shame of the defeat at the hands, or branches, I suppose, of that tree. It is a stain upon the honor of my family name that shall never be removed. Oh well, I'm going to not believe a word of it. There's some small consolation in that, I guess. And I need to find the last brother, Gerflin. There he is.
There is nowhere to hide.
Do you believe me, do you not? Our Lord will not listen to reason. You saw it, did you not? Staring at me like that, hungry like its eyes like knotholes, its sap dripping like saliva of a wild beast, its faded breath like a musty summer breeze. I cannot stand to recall it. You've got to help us. Ormond does not know what they are like. He has not seen their dark hearts. They're likely to devour us all at a moment if we drop our guard. Shh. They might be right outside. Listening. Waiting.
What do you need?
I cannot speak tactfully about it. I think my dear brother Amund may be mad. This venture with the sawmill was a risky one at best, and now that the very trees have turned upon us, it has gone as wrong as it can. But he will not hear anything of it. We have to convince him to give up this venture, even if we have to go back to coal mining. But I do not know if he will listen to reason. He wants me to talk to Armand? All right.
Greetings.
What? Give up on the sawmill? Flee from the gorge like a dog with its tail tucked between its legs? You may be right. Were it not for your help, my companions might still be wandering lost amongst the gorge. And most of them have worked themselves into such a state they could hardly fix a pail, much less a sawmill. Maybe this expedition really was a waste of time. But wait, I have the answer. How could I have been so blind? We've had no ale here for weeks now. Our stock ran out on the way down here. How could any right-thinking dwarf face the wide outdoors in this lonely gorge without a good stiffener each morn? No wonder they think the trees have been after them. Thank you for your help. I shall put it in order for several casks of ale up in stand guard this very day and have these fellows right as rain in no time. You'll see. Sigh. Armand seems unswervingly oblivious.
What do you need?
I fear the stress of our journey may be too much for him. Perhaps he really is just such a fool. It matters not, really. There's nothing more you can do. Armand is our problem to deal with now. Thank you for rescuing us and leaving my brother to me. Good luck in your travels. Well, that's that. Let's go ahead and open up my map real quick and figure out where we need to go. Looks like we got a whole bunch of stuff over here to the east. So let's go ahead and head over that way. Hopefully without angering any more trees. And the great huntress is riding her hobby horse. Oh, looks like I got one. You know what I think I need? I need my loyal goose of Gondor by my side. The quacking will square everybody away. Let's see what we got here. Company. Shadowy. Back off. Two more tattered shadows for the roster. Here we go. I think these orcs are also part of the, yep, they're also part of the Orc Slayer deed. So. And there's the advanced Orc Slayer deed. Defeated many orcs in the Great River. And that netted me 10 LOTRO points. What's nice is in some of those backpacks and corpses and stuff that I'm finding, I'm already finding Ritter Mark supplies, which I'll need for when I get into Rohan, so I'll have a nice head start for when I start working on the next level of crafting. See you next. Unusual Friends is up there. Okay. So let's go ahead and head over here. Looks like I have a quest up this way I need to work on. The missing trinket. Ah, up here's where I'll find that missing trinket. There it is. All right. So up here is where I need to turn in a number of quests. So let's go ahead and head up here. There we go. Ithamar, I think he was the one who wanted the trinket.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Ah, you have found it. Aye, this is it. I thank you. As soldiers, we were allowed very few personal comforts while on duty, making the loss of my keepsake even more difficult to endure. Having it in my possession once again has already raised my spirits. And next... Lambert has a couple of quests to turn in. 2 of them, taking arms and threatening the Vandals.
Our mission is dire.
Ah, yes, these are suitable blades. Strong and well-made are the weapons you brought before me. Are you certain these came from those miserable savages? Oh, no matter. You both weakened the orcs and strengthened our camp in a single bold act. I am in your debt. 76 agility, power regen, and phys mastery, but it's way behind what I've got, so we'll just take... we'll grab the silver tokens. I don't need the gear because I'm already going to get one, so we'll grab that. And the other one is threatening the Vandals.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Well done. The blow you dealt to those orcs seems to have left them reeling. Without a doubt, they will be fleeing from this region in no time. And he has a new quest for me.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
A company divided. Good are the deeds you have done for us. The orcs responsible for the desecration of our monument must regret their actions on this day. Surely that worthless lot will soon retreat back into the mountains from whence they came. Our camp will remain vigilant here until we receive new orders from Stangard, but I believe your work here is done. Before departing, please speak with the other men and assure them that their concerns about the orcs have been dealt with. Hey, Willy Billy, 3-day streak, my friend. Congratulations. Congratulations. So we'll go ahead and talk to these three and see about the orcs and see what needs to be done. Itmar.
Our mission is dire.
Hail, and thank you for assisting us as you have. The weapons which the orcs carry, are they not suspicious? Many of the orcs I have encountered, as only of late I have seen blades of such craft. Sharper and sturdier are these blades, but whence could such steel have come from? I must admit that my worries have only grown stronger with this new discovery. And here is Nothingham. Talk to him about the orcs.
Will you aid the horse lords?
So Lambert believes the threat has passed. I don't wish to speak ill of my sergeant, but he seems to be ignorant of potential dangers. Guards and scouts have gone missing during patrols, and not once has Lambert sent out a search party. He believes them to be deserters or devises other excuses in the hopes that they will eventually return on their own. Never is it considered to be work of the orcs. Perhaps there are men still out there waiting for a rescue party that will never arrive. What if the next to be taken is me? I find that difficult to be at ease. And wants me to talk to Hilgarad.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
You plan on leaving so soon? It feels as if you only just arrived. Your strength will be sorely missed, but you managed to carry on when others have left before. It reminds me, has Lambert mentioned my old friend Oda? He was a member of our company until he and Lambert had some sort of disagreement. Soon after, Oda departed on his own. We always laughed at him when he said that Lambert was underestimating the orcs. Perhaps he was right after all. Myriad seems concerned about the warnings of his friend Oda, so let's go and talk to Lambert and see what he has to say.
Will you aid the horse lords?
My men seem more tense now than ever. They're acting as nervous as a Quiro fool, Oda. You've heard of Oda? Yes? He packed his gear and left us a few days ago. He mentioned going to observe the road to the south, claiming someone needed to keep closer watch on the orcs. It's all rubbish, if you ask me, but why don't you speak with him yourself? You should be able to find him to the south. The man is a stubborn ox, but I hope you'll still find him in one piece. That sounds a little odd. But, alright. And here's where Horn is. We'll talk to Horn in a few minutes. I'd rather go ahead and see if I can find Oda. We'll set that as my quest guide focus so I can find him directly. And there he is.
Will you aid the horse lords?
A pleasure to meet you. I take it you've already heard about me? I am truly sorry about leaving Lambert's camp, but I refuse to let these orcs carry on their plans unwatched. I observed some of your bold deeds earlier, and I think you may be able to help me. There's much about these orcs that you do not yet know. Alright, so what is it that I need to find out about these orcs? Leaders of the Ninkai.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
I've been watching the comings and goings of these orcs for some time now. They broke off from a larger group dwelling in the Misty Mountains and now call themselves the Ninkai. The Ninkai have a few chieftains who seem to give orders to the rest of the tribe. Now, I must remain here to watch the path east to stand guard, but if you were able to deal with some of those chieftains, it should utterly disrupt the plans of the Ninkai. I could do that. And the other quest he has is well supplied.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
These orcs, the Ninkai, there's more to them than meets the eye. I don't think they had that planned. You saw their swords yourself. Tell me, were they typical orc swords? Nay, I believe the weapon supplies are being transported here from afar, through hidden passages under the Misty Mountains. They've gathered great caches of tools and food in order to fortify themselves away from their caves. Their resources must be destroyed if we ever hope to drive them back. Take this torch and set fire to their supply store, and then return to me when the deed is done. Alright. Looks like I found one of the prisoners.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
How good it is to see you, stranger. Was it my sergeant, Lambert, who sent you? For now it matters not. You must free me. Hurry before more of them return. I've been released. Must hurry back to the Kuthan camp. And there we go, 2 more tattered shadows to the collection. Haven't seen any of their chieftains yet. There's one of them right there. There's another one. Now I just need to find the supplies that I need to destroy. Oh, we'll grab that backpack real quick. Alright, so where is that? You are near a Ninkai supply store. There we go. I think I've tweaked the noses of the orcs well enough for one day. Oh, another rich... That's the second rich one I've seen today. That's nice. I'm still working on some of my crafting stuff. My jeweler is working on the Jeweler's Guild, and I'm working on several skills. Tailoring and Scholar. Alright, let's talk to Oda at his tent real quick before I head to the camp. There we go. The leaders of the Ninkai.
Our mission is dire.
Good. Your actions have surely sown confusion among the Ninkai. The Orc warriors will be lost without the orders handed down to them for their chieftains. Good. And then the other one.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
With other supplies, we may be able to drive the Ninkai back to the mountain holes from whence they came. Thank you again. And he has a new quest for me, but before we do, let me go over things here real quick. That's a 75, right? Yes, it is. So we can use that now. That's a cook. And that's a metalsmith. And 5 items to sell.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
And his new quest is Revealing the Truth. I've discovered something most disturbing. The source that Ninkai supplies, and maybe none other than Saruman the White. I caught sight of an emissary of Isengard and Uruk conversing with the Ninkai. No small coincidence that we discovered the presence of this white-hand Urukai when a hand from the Kuthastan has gone missing. There's no doubt that he is influencing the actions of the orcs. This must come to an end now before further plots are set against us. Search the Ninkai encampment for evidence as to the location of the Urukai. Find him and take him alive. We must bring him before Stanric for questioning. Yeah, I think I better do that right away. Okay, let's see. Nothing here in this camp that I can find, so we'll check the main camp. Scribbled note, there we go. Let's take a look at this note. The note reveals that the emissary may be found to the east along the river. Company. Uh-oh, that's not a good one. Mournful. Let's back up a little bit. All right, down to 14. Back off. And there we go for 6. Count them, 6 tattered shadows. Hey, Swedish bud, how you doing? Aha, yep. That's my loyal goose of Gondor. May her quacking scare my foes. May she always peel off her honk of victory. There's some strong rope here, but I can't use it. But here he is. Dargrim of the White Hand. Found me, have you? Well, aren't you clever? Too bad all your effort will get you nothing, 'cause this ends now. I submit. Go ahead and finish me. This coil of rope seems strong enough to safely bind the hands of the routed Dargrim. The strong ropes on the ground here would work well to bind the Uruk's hands. You may constrain him and take him safely before the leaders of Stangard to evaluate the situation. Using the coil of strong rope, you're able to safely secure Dargon. The beaten Uruk may be brought before the leaders of Stangard, Sithric and Stanric, for them to determine what should be done next. You will travel with all haste to Stangard with Dalgrim as your captive.
You have taken the Uruk-hai Vandal to Stangard, where Gada has brought him before Stanric and Sithric to await judgment.
And Brunhild, the loyal goose of Gondor. May she forever honk.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
You have done well to capture the Uruk and to expose the betrayal that besets us. I wish to stay and hear Stanric's judgment, but I must depart with haste. I have been granted leave of my company and will join another band of men in the Wailing Hills. Perhaps my eagerness for action will not be considered such a burden as it was for the Quithstan. So let's go ahead and talk to... There we go. We'll talk to Stanric here and see what he has to say.
Our mission is dire.
It is good to see you. I must commend you for subduing the orc responsible for damage to the Quithstan and for bringing him before us. The exposure of this white hand, Uruk-hai, is shocking indeed. I shudder to think that Saruman may now be our enemy and enlisting orcs on the Misty Mountains to his cause. Our troubles already seem numerous, and now it seems that even our allies have become our enemies. This Uruk filth must be locked away so as to prevent him from causing further harm. Are we in agreement, Sithric? I know, isn't it neat? I love it. All important. Flap, flap, flap.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
What foolishness is this? You would have me believe that the White Wizard himself is now our enemy? Do you think me an utter fool? This is nothing more than an Urukai's cunning ploy. This mongrel would nothing more than for us to consider Saruman, one of our greatest allies, as a traitor. Oh, how they would laugh at us as we turned friend to foe. They hope for us to attack each other, only to be beaten by their unseen armies. An ill-conceived ruse. This is precisely why you need me, Stanrick, to see through such trickery as this. Gada, take this creature from my sight. Send it back to whichever dark hole he crawled from. Uruk, listen to me now. Take this message back to your tribe. Stangard is strong, and it is wise. We will not succumb to your sword nor scheme. Your efforts offer not. For the last time, you will not meddle in affairs that are no concern to you. I am more than capable of seeing to the affairs of Stangard. What a fool. I wonder if he's already employed.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
This is madness. Where is the justice in letting our enemies just walk away freely? This Urukai has seen the layout of our city, our lack of supplies, and the conflicts in our leadership. We only show further weakness by letting him go. For Stanrick's sake, I will do as you command, Sithric, but I could not disagree more with this decision. I will deal with this Uruk out of Stangard. You should leave this hall before irritating Sithric further. Yeah, I will. But that's not good. And Brinstan probably has a follow-up quest to that. Yep, a prisoner in Stangard. Talk to Brinstan.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
While Sithric places no value in your deeds, your efforts have not gone unappreciated. Although this is not the result Gada had sought, for your part there was nothing more that we could have asked from you. God has been asked to remain silent on the matter, so I will thank you on his behalf. Yep, we'll just grab the silver tokens.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Early is the hour which you return to Stangard. I welcome your presence here, as does Gada, but there are further matters which need attention in the Wailing Hills. North of the Kustan, along the road to the west, lies a small camp of riders led by a man named Firthstan. Their position in the shadow of the stone allows them to keep watch over the western roads out of Stangard, while remaining secluded from the eyes of the hill orcs. On occasion, Firthstan sends a patrol to Stangard with reports of any enemy activity in the west. A message was expected days ago, yet we have still received no word. After your most recent discovery, I take this as a cause for concern. Head west out of Stangard and take the road north as it forks. Seek out Firthstan at his camp and discover the cause for his absence of tidings. I can do that. And what is my rider's... pulling out of almost acquaintance. Good. Okay, so there's no sense in checking them yet. But we will go ahead and get rid of my inventory. I got a couple items here. That's a level 75 scholar case, which I don't need, and 2 woodworkers cases, so the 4 items to sell. And this is one of the main reasons why I'm gone ahead and I'm putting in extra streams for Lord of the Rings Online. The stories are going to get much more involved as we move on, especially into Riders of Rohan and so forth. And I personally enjoy LOTRO, I enjoyed the story, so I would rather spend the extra time instead of compressing everything down and being forced to go through things. So we're going to continue on. Let's see, I need to head... I need to head out this gate. And I can understand that. There's some people that really like Rohan and some people that don't. Personally, I think the stories are great. So I'm looking forward to continuing onward. Maybe not. thought there was an exit out this way. Okay, never mind. Here it is. So we'll go ahead and talk to Magia, the guy I rescued back at the Quithistan camp. And then we'll continue on to the Rohirrim camp along the northern base of the Quistan. Wouldn't have it any other way, Swedish bud. There she is.
What brings you to these lands?
Good fortune has graced me this day. I expected never to be free of the so-called Minkai. However, there is a thought that gnaws at me deeply. The others have told me that Lambert had not sent you to search me out, nor had any other. Did he not become alarmed when I failed to return for scouting duty? Bolder the orcs become with each passing day, and still he considered them not a threat. Perhaps Otto was right. Nay, forget my words. It is not our concern. I am truly grateful for being rescued. My thanks to you. All right. So now let's go ahead and head to that camp, which is over here, I do believe. Yep. Let's go ahead and pick up Horn. Since that is the epic quest, since he's part of the epic quest line, we'll go ahead and pick him up real quick.
I am glad you have come.
I wanted to speak with you here, away from the prying eyes and listening ears of Stangard. There are friends in the village, but it is my worry that not all of its men has the best interests of Rohan in their hearts. The garrison at Stangard consists of men who had no other place in Rohan, but those who commit crimes but otherwise remain loyal to the king. They perform a length of service determined by the king's order, and upon its completion their past transgressions are forgiven. My story is no different, but my heart burns for Rohan. I see it threatened on all sides, and worst of all, I fear the greatest danger comes not from without, but within. I have seen... Horn stops quickly. Someone comes. Quickly, hide behind the stone over there and see if it is friend or foe. Oh, that large stone. Horn is one of the representatives of Rohan, and he's one of the ones that I talked to when I first came here. And I sort of befriended him because of my hard work. Well, I wasn't expecting that, but I'll gladly take the two tattered shadows to go along with the fun.
I am worried by the increased number of orcs that move alongside the river.
They've been coming down from their holes in the Misty Mountains in great numbers of late, but they are not the only danger that we face. There are two shadow crossings across the Great River. 500 years ago, a tribe of Easterlings crossed into northern Gondor by the northernmost of these Undeeps. The steward of the land knew he did not have the men to repel them. He sent messengers to the north to seek for aid, but it seemed none could arrive in time to save Gondor. The sound of a few feet once more seizes Horn's attention. We have another visitor. Hide behind that other stone and see if it is another orc. Yes, he's one of the people that's in charge of the camp, but I befriended him and helped him out. So I'm hoping to find out what's going on here, and he's giving me some information finally. I'm going to go ahead and get buffed up here real quick before I continue.
Quite an ally, my friend.
Now, where was I? Ah, yes, I remember now. The steward of Gondor sent an urgent plea to the northern peoples, but the Easterling tribes pressed across the river before any help arrived. But when all hope seemed lost, a new force arrived on the field of Celebrant, the ancestors of my people, led by Eorl the Young. They destroyed the Easterlings, and thanks to the steward of Gondor, gave them the land in Calahedron to dwell in. That is now called Rohan. The statue was later erected as a sign of the friendship between the Yerlingas and the men of Gondor, and my people have watched the crossings of the Great River ever since. Horn looks up at the statue and is quiet for a time. I think the sword your unlending friend carries was at that battle. I cannot be sure, but I feel it to be so. Why has it come back? We should return to Stangard. The air grows chill and we can talk more when we return. But remember what I have said. Ah, so this goes all the way back to there. When I originally came to Stangard, I was with Nona, wielding Wadu's ghost, which is the sword that was mentioned here by Horn. It was an old Rohirrim sword, and the sword, I guess, was used in the Great Battle 500 years ago. So it has a celebrated history among the Rohirrim. So that's good to know. So we'll go ahead now. Let's go ahead and visit the Rohirrim camp along the northern bases of the Kustan. That's close by. I think it's this way, actually. Yeah. As soon as we open up this banded coffer, because I'm always in need. Always in need of scholarly supplies. I'm a blue hunter primarily. Oh, I've got 2 points to spend. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, let's just pop up my range critical chance. There we go. No, there we go. Yeah, so I went primarily Huntsman. I went ahead and picked up 1 point in Trapper of Foes just so that I could go ahead and get Set Trap, because I find it is very valuable, especially for dealing with multiple mobs and such. I can push one of them back, and I can keep backing up because I'm a Huntsman. I can fight in combat, and then I can go ahead and take them out one at a time. And now I'm working on Bowmaster, since I pretty much have everything that I personally want from the Huntsman tree. So I'm going down the Bowmaster line, and currently my criticals are up to a 3% base range critical chance over and above everything else. And I think right there's a Rohirrim camp, so we'll head down this way. And, the other thing I should show you are my traits. Currently, I have Grace of the Firstborn, so that's plus 10% out of combat run speed. Blade Dancer, so that's increased sword damage. Travel to Galas Kalahadron, just another port. Enmity of Darkness, which is plus 5 light type damage. And Those Who Remain, which is plus 27 to my will. Because will has a very important function. Will, if you look on your character sheet, increases your physical mastery, outgoing healing, finesse, physical mitigation, resistance, and critical rating. A number of those stats are very important to a hunter. So having some extra will is not bad. And here's Firthstand Camp. The camp's being deserted except for one lone man. Hey, Legus18. I'm doing well. Glad you could make it here. Let's go ahead and talk to Penda real quick at the camp and see what's going on.
Our mission is dire.
Greetings. You're looking for Firthstone, friend? And you are not alone. Penda is my name, and Firthstone is my sergeant. This is where I last saw him, at his camp in the shadows of the Kuthstan. Well, that's nice to know. 2 quests, protecting the road and the abandoned camp. We'll start with protecting the road.
Our success depends upon our strength.
Our
Will you aid us?
Our primary task is still to keep safe the road and protect the travel routes from Stangard to the west. This was an effortless chore in the past, but the orcs have grown far more agitated and daring, making things quite dangerous. They have crawled forth from their cave dwellings and now venture into the light of day to cause us harm. We must still maintain the safety of the road despite any of those circumstances. Travel west again and put an end to any orc forces who may be openly walking about our lands. I will stand guard at this post and await your return. So I need to take out some more high defilers and scavengers. And now let's find out about the camp. What's going on here?
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Several nights I have spent to the north, scouting the hills for Firthstan. I returned too late, only to discover these empty tents and dying fires. Our orders were to watch the road and to send word to Stangard on occasion. As to what would cause my companions simply depart so suddenly, I cannot imagine. Would you look around the camp for clues as to why they might have left or where they might have gone? Return to me if you find anything of note. So I see a couple of empty casks of ale. Hey, I don't need to be rude by joining the stream. That's what was in my mind here, and I need a pro's opinion on my problem. Is there any way you could help me verbally? Like an advice of some sort? The more than happy to stay in your stream after. I will do what I can. I can't promise I can help you, but I will try. Ale barrel is nearly depleted and is surrounded by half-empty cups. Some personal belongings. Chest is neatly packed full of someone's personal belongings. Check these weapon racks. The weapon racks are mostly empty. It seems that many of the swords have been taken. You've collected sufficient evidence and should inform Penda of your findings.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Empty tents and missing horses. Were you able to find anything else? Penda listens to the detailed discoveries that you made. My companions had been drinking more than usual, it seems. When they left, they took along weapons, but not their personal belongings. Beginning to envision what may have happened here. It is a start, but we need more evidence. Head to the west and look for more clues, but be careful of the ambushes by the orcs, as they become more bold and fierce as of late. Well, since I need to kill orcs, and there are orcs to the west, we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, like that guy right there. Is right after Volume 1, Book 2, Forward, Aiding the Order, and Gandalf, the quest giver is grayed out. I can't accept the quest. Level 18, and the most problematic thing that my friend accepted the same quest at level 17, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Volume 1, Book 2, Aiding the Order. Let me get someplace safe real quick. Were you grouped with him at the time that you accepted the quest? I should be getting volume book 2, chapter 1 from him, but his ring is gray. Oh, a gray ring means you're not high enough level. That's what that means. That means you need to either complete previous quests to get up to him in the order, or you're not high enough level to accept his quest. That's what I think. Because you said that he accepted it at level 18, or 7. Well, hold on, 17, and you're 18 though. Wait a second. But I'm level 18, and my friend accepted the same quest at 17. That's the problem. Were you grouped with him at the time? We weren't in a fellowship. The only difference between us is the server. I'm on Grand and he's on Sting. Have you completed all of the other quests in that chain? Let me double check something here real quick. I'm going to move this over to my main screen here real quick, and I'm going to move myself down. We're going to head over to LOTRO Wiki. And we're going to search for aiding the order. There may be some requirements. Go. So if you look at the quest chain, it's a beginning, it's volume 1, book 2, the Red Maid. So you do much to good people for breathing with the shadow of Angmar's before. Okay, so you're looking the Great Barrow, Radagast, and Thornley's work site. Okay, this is along the Greenway. Okay, that quest chain. Yeah, what it is you'll talk to Saradin at his camp, and he'll give you a free ride to Candleath in his camp in the Lone Lands. Have you completed the Black Rider's Designs, which is chapter 12 of book 1, volume 1? And I'm assuming that's the Erward Lynn epic prologue. I did. I'm not sure why it would be gray to you. Can you, the only other thing I would suggest, let me go ahead and pull up Bree real quick. Eriador, Breeland. Right around here, north of Breetown, is where Saradin's camp is. I suggest you start heading that way, because that's where the quest will take you. And see if you can talk to Saradin and see what he suggests. If not, then I'm honestly not sure. Yeah, at this point, I'm really not sure what else you could do. Looks like I found some scattered arrows. A number of Rohirrim arrows litter the ground around the area. Okay, I'm going to go there, I guess. What do I have to lose? Maybe time, but I have plenty of time, though. Yeah. I'm really not sure what else to do at this point. The other thing would be to see what what quests you have in your journal, and just go ahead and make sure you've got everything else completed in there. The small pool of dark blood seems fresh. And a charred corpse. The charred remains of an orc suggest that a struggle recently took place here. You've collected sufficient evidence to inform Panda of your findings. The thing is also that almost all the world quests vanish, only like a select. What do you mean by I don't understand? The thing is that also almost all the world quests vanished? I'm not sure what you mean by that. It's like they were never there to begin with. Are you talking about all... What quests do you currently have in your... do you have in your log right now? You can go ahead... if there's a lot there, let me know. But what quests do you currently have in your log? I literally only have 2 active quests that I found somehow. Oh, crap. Harrowing. That's not good. Alright, 1 second. What are the active quests that you have? Just to Brilliant. Grubbo's request And Thistlefoot's sullied name. I'm not familiar with those quests offhand. But none of them seem to be book quests or epic quests or anything like that, so... Okay. There's both some breathe on. Who was supposed to talk to when I arrived? You're supposed to talk to... Gandalf, because Book 2 starts with Gandalf. He's the one that gives it to you, and then you head to Saerdun at his cabin north of Bree. That's the order that that's supposed to go to. That's why I'm suggesting you just head to Saerdun and talk to him, but I don't know if it's going to activate or if anything's going to happen. If you're following the epic quest line, you're supposed to talk to Gandalf first, and then he'll lead you to Saerdun, and then Saerdun will lead you to Kenedith. So Red will turn in protecting the road first.
Our mission is dire.
Rewarded shall you be for your service to Stangard and its people. I thank you. But Gandalf refuses to give me the quest. And you said he has a gray ring over his head? That's weird. Gray quest rings are supposedly trivial, and they're 9+ levels below your level. And there's an option in your... There's an option, if you go under System Options, and you can search for trivial. And under UI settings, there's an option to show trivial quest icons in the radar, which would be down here. Because you always will see gray quests in game. And gray quest means it's trivial for some reason. Yeah, I'm unfortunately kind of baffled at this point. I'm really not sure how to help you. The only other thing I would do would be to go ahead and post it in game and try to get an answer from other players in the game. Because unfortunately, that one has me a little befuddled. I'm sorry I could not help you. somebody else may have another solution that they've seen, because I've never seen that happen before, so I don't have an answer for you, unfortunately, and I apologize.
What brings you to these lands?
The abandoned camp. This evidence all suggests that Ferguson and my fellows have assaulted the mountain orcs head on. Oh, the impervious fools. What have they rushed into? The men in camp are always anxious for action and silently curse the orders from Standguard to sit and guard. I fear their desire to charge violently into battle may have now wrought their doom. I do thank you for the follow, though, Legus 18. I do appreciate that. Red says that this Gandalf's quest means that I have to be level 20. But again, my friend is level 19 now, but except that quest at 17. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm really not sure. The other thing I would do would be to go ahead and... how close are you to leveling? I mean, that's a long shot. But I'm really not sure at this point, and I wish I could help you, because I don't like to see people stuck on the epic quest, because epic quests they're some of the best quests in the game. There's at least some voice to it, and they're very interesting.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Pressing onward. Brave and skilled are the men of the Furthestan, but they are no match for the sheer numbers of the Orc horde. I fear they may already be too late to aid them, but I must know for certain. If you have the courage, I would ask you to press onward into the territory of the mountain orcs to search for signs of my companions. Look among the Orc tents and supply crates for their belongings or for other evidence of their presence. Well, considering that I am 18 and a half and almost all the quests have vanished without a word, the only way of leveling is to kill enemies, but that will take you in real life days to do. Yeah, the only other suggestion I could give you then would be to ask in chat, because somebody may have actually experienced it in chat and may actually have an answer for you. Because I'm really, unfortunately, I've never seen that before, so I'm not sure. Because I know that there are no item... Oh, World Chat is unlocked at level 20, though. You're on a free-to-play account? Yes, free-to-play. That... Oh, no, wait. No, free-to-play should be open, though, because it shouldn't matter. Because free-to-play has access to everything up to level, at this point, level 100. Mournful. Okay. Access to everything up to level, up to level, like, 120 now, actually. Yeah, free-to-play shouldn't matter, not that I'm aware of. I think my lore master character is bugged. Well, then you could go ahead and submit a in-game bug, but unfortunately it may take a few days, especially with it being a Friday night, before you get a response, and I hate to see somebody without a character for a few days. That's not fun. I have like 5 other characters scattered across few accounts, and I'm even close to that level. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have an idea. There are only unremarkable orc tools in this crate. Well, here's Firth then.
Will you aid the horse lords?
This is my second character then until this gets miraculously fixed. I am sorry, Legus. I really am. I really wish I had an answer for you, and I do hope you do find a solution. An orc you are not, and you are not Ulharim. So who are you, and what are you doing here? You say Penda sent you? Oh, thank you. I am Firthstat. My men and I were captured by the orcs, and we launched an assault against them. Look into my crate to the left and search for the orcs' key ring.
What brings you to these lands?
The keys. You have found them. If I don such shackles never again, it will be too soon. Thankful I am for the pride of these orcs. They were quite ill-prepared for your attempted rescue. It's shameful to have been captured by such beasts, but I am truly grateful for my release.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
A bold rescue. The orcs have managed to overwhelm us with their numbers. They drove away our steeds and took my men into their cave. I heard one of the defilers speaking about brewing some sort of poison, and I fear for the lives of my warriors. Entering their dwelling, released as many of the captives as possible. Radman, Gidrith, Litman, and Oda were all with me during the assault. Find them quickly. Orders from Dushtar. This scribbled note contains a set of orders to the Mordechai orc signed by one named Dushtar. It seems that Mordechai have been often careless when creating and handling their poisons. The orders demand that pouches of herbal remedy be carried in order to help cure their mistakes. It would certainly be helpful to collect some of these remedy pouches and bring them to Firthstat's camp. Well, there's one of the men.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
I'm not too badly injured, thanks to you, friend. The orcs. They brew some vile poison using spider's venom and corrupted plant roots. I fear they plan to test this poison out on the other captives. Hurry, you must save the others. Ooh. What server are you on, by the way? I'm on the Angmar server. That's one of the legendary servers that requires a active VIP membership to be on. Hence all the Nazgul that randomly appear all over the world.
Our mission is dire.
Ah, thank you for saving me. Another dose of this poison and I should have perished. My pain will subside, but you must press on. Some of the others have been given larger doses of the poison. Come on, thank you.
Brings you to these lands.
You recognize this soldier as your ally Oda. He does not appear to be breathing, and despite your best efforts, you cannot revive him. Oda has already succumbed to the effects of the poison. Where am I? Okay. Go ahead and hop on my elk here.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
You have returned and have freed some of my men. Well done. But what is our companion Oda? He looks at you for a moment and tilts his head down. I see. We are fools to have acted so aggressively against the orcs, and dear Oda has paid the ultimate price for it. We owe you gratitude, for we would have met the same fate as he, were it not for you. Let me go ahead and turn in to Panda the remedy. And then he's got 2 more quests for me also. So let's go ahead and turn in finding the remedy first.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
You have done well to secure this potion remedy. This will help us deal with our injured, and the rest shall be stockpiled to combat further attempts of poisoning by the Morahai. Further Stem will be pleased to know of your efforts. And now I am friend to the riders of Standguard. And that nets me $10 LOTRO points. And I can find the remedy, which is a repeatable quest if I need additional faction, or he has 2 more quests, Tribute to the Lost and Visitor from the North.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
We'll do Tribute to the Lost first. Let the spirits of those who have fought alongside us pass on from this land. It's sufficient to pay them tribute for their service. Sadly, the Venice land know the practice all too well, and a common memorial has been placed at the Kuthstead Monument. You're welcome to join in our tradition. I ask you to collect the red flowers scattered across Aster Hill and bring them south to place them on the stones around the Kuthstead in memory of Oda and the other fellow Raharim. I can do that. And the other one is Visitor from the North.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
You have proven yourself to be a true friend of the Raharim, and I believe you are worthy of receiving some interesting information. As you know, I was away from camp, scouting among the hills to the north when the trouble began. It was there that I encountered, concealed amongst a clearing of trees, allies unexpected. I think it would be best if you visited them for yourself. Go northeast, beyond Aster Hill, and seek out the clearing. Their presence in these lands leads me to believe that they may be in need of assistance. Perhaps your abilities will be of use to them. And then the only other quest he has is the repeatable finding the remedy, which I'm not going to worry about right now. But First Stand had at least 1 more quest that I could pick up. 2 of them, which is a repeatable, convenient resources, and the Defiler. We'll do the Defiler.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
I've been told of the orc in charge of the Mordecai, the one guiding the production of the poisons to be used against us. His name is Durshatar the Defiler. Action must be swift, but we are still feeling the effects of the venom. We must rely on you to put a stop to this. Gather your allies and seek out the Defiler in the Mordecai cave. Small fellowship.
Our success depends upon our strength.
And then the other one... And the other one is for convenient resources, repeatable, where they want goat hides. I'll go ahead and pick up some goat hides while I'm out. And since I'm going to go back into the cave, let's go ahead and pick up the finding the memory repeatable. A third mournful. Back off. There's another 6 tattered shadows. This has been a day for tattered shadows. Oh, so somebody wants me to stretch, huh? Okay, I'll take a second. There we go. Oh, ow, ow, ow. My back. Ow, my back. Ugh. Thank you, Swedish Bud. I appreciate it. My back doesn't, but I do. It's okay. It's okay. I had somebody go ahead and spend points for me to not go ahead and do things like loot from Skarn deposits and such. That really got me upset. I couldn't do Skarn deposits. I couldn't do corpses or anything like that. That was not fun. It's like, no! Do you have a rune for a robe for magic damage? I'm currently wearing the Enduring Great River Armor of Strength, which is the level 75 Tailor's Guild armor. Agility, vitality, resistance rating, and critical rating. In fact, I went ahead and built most of that set of Great River armor. And there he is. Oh, I can take him out. And I've already got the pouches of remedy that I needed to find, so now I just need to take out some goats. But we're going to go ahead and... We're just going to go ahead and port back to Standguard real quick. Get out of this deep, dank, dusky cave. To clear up my inventory real quick here. 275, that I've got, and there we go. 12. Okay, I need to step away for real quick. I will be right back. Well, unfortunately, looking at the old clock on the wall and talking to my partner real quick, I need to put an end to my stream for today. So I would like to thank everybody very much for being here today. I think we accomplished a lot. Definitely got a lot of faction in the Riders of Standguard. I'm up to friend level. Definitely made some Heroes of Limelight Gorge. Definitely got a lot of Tattered Shadows today. How many did I get? Got 54 Tattered Shadows and 20 LOTRO points just in a little over 2 hours. Just adventuring and questing and deeding my way through Limelight Gorge. I do that for a reason. Show you people that it really doesn't take much to get the stuff that you need in this game. And the LOTRO points is one of the primary currencies in the game. It's how you can buy quest packs. It's how you can buy cosmetics. There are a few buffs you can also get from the store too, but it's primarily cosmetics. So if you really want those, that's a way to get them. But again, I would like to thank everybody very much for joining me today. And I'm going to go ahead and find another stream, LOTRO stream that is, for you guys to watch since you enjoyed mine so much. So let me pop open the raid browser real quick. And let's see who else is doing Lord of the Rings Online right now and who has started. Well, it looks like Babu has just been going on for about an hour right now. He doesn't have any viewers, so let's go ahead and join him in his stream and give him some. We'll spread the love a little bit. So again, I would like to thank everybody for joining me. Please be safe, take care, have a good one, and I will see you all very, very soon, my friends.